back to Suku Studios. This is Sukanya. It is raining so very badly outside for the last few days that nobody can move out of the house. The only thing that is left to do is to sit and drink coffee, and that is what I am doing. So while drinking coffee yesterday, I looked at my old painting and I got it shifted from Ahmedabad a few weeks back, but because of the rain, few parts of the painting completely got destroyed where rain or water seeped in, and I was very unhappy about it, and I was thinking what to do with it. So I don't want to discard this, and I don't want to throw it away because it is one of my favorite pieces of all time. So I thought, why don't I repaint my old painting, and with my new experiences I will maybe make it better than before. So this is what I thought of doing and sharing this week with you guys. Continue watching to know more about the idea behind the painting and how to fix any painting which might have been destroyed. You can get some ideas of how to start, where to start from. But you really feel very sad when something like this happens to you. So don't worry about it. Watch the entire video. I'll tell you the story while I am doing it.
I'll start off with the figure of Kali here. Kali is a woman character from the Hindu mythology. She is one of the reincarnation of Durga in a much more dark and bolder way. I really like her character because you can see how over time her character has changed from being a kind and loving girl to that of a lady who is single-handedly killing an entire army of people out of rage when she was disrespected. I have chose to paint her blue here and to give the character a bit more edgy feel. This painting shows transformation as everything in and around us are in a constant state of change, and I felt it when I came up with this layout. As I mentioned before, I made this painting 3 years back in 2017. That time I was in NID Ahmedabad, and I thought of doing this painting. It was during that time when a lot of things were happening around me, where a lot of things always happens around me, but that I realize now, and I am growing older and maybe understanding life a bit, but that time I was naive, and it was the beginning of the chaos, and I had to stay away from my family for the first time because of my education, so I was not at all experienced to balance things by myself. I painted this girl here, so this is how I looked 3 years back, and I drew everything that was happening around it, and whatever I felt. This was like a dream, and where everything collides, so I reflected them back on the canvas. I did not wanted it to look like a conventional painting, I'll say. It was never the idea. I wanted to experiment on the canvas like I did on my sketchbooks. This should look like an amplified sketchbook. So I stuck few textured paper around the edges, as you might notice. Then I started to paint on it, and at that time mostly all my sketchbook illustrations were mainly mixed media, and I used to stick papers and different other things and made those paintings. So I thought of doing the same here. But there is a very interesting story behind this painting, which is kind of uncanny to think about. As I told you, this painting is supposed to look like one of my sketchbook pages amplified, right? I kept that in mind when I drew this, and it was happily completed in like 4 days. And my friends who were around me that time helped me while I was doing it, and it got over. I gave it for an exhibition where I didn't get selected, and it came back to me after a week or so. And I thought, well, now that it came back to me, let's not give it back, let's not give it to anyone. I drilled on my wall and I got it fixed, and it remained with me there for more than a year or so, hanging on the wall. So next year was my final semester. I came up with a story called Purple, which also dealt with transformation, because I made the story and the storyboard out of my sketchbook illustrations. I was looking for a story, and my guide for that degree project was Shekhar Mukherjee. And Shekhar told me, why don't you animate the illustrations which you already have? If you just align it can form a story. And that seemed interesting at that point of time, because once I made my sketchbook illustration into a canvas, and now it's time to animate them. So I started animating my degree film from those sketchbook illustration. So I started animating my degree film, and a few months went by, and the final submission came nearer, and I needed to make a poster. And again, I started looking for ideas all over the place, what to make for the poster. So before going to sleep at night, I kept on thinking about what to make for the poster. And suddenly I looked at my wall and I saw the poster of my film in front of me. This painting that I made 1.5 years back is the best poster that my film can have. And believe me, I was shocked when I connected both of them. When I drew it, I had no idea what I was up to. It exactly looked like what I needed at the moment. It looked like a poster that is made out from my sketchbook. So that's why this painting is very, very dear to me. And when it got destroyed in parts, I really felt very bad about it. And I had the option of completely rejecting the painting or repainting something new over it, which would have been easier, I feel now, because replicating or fixing errors is really difficult. It is easier to create something new. But I thought over and over, and then I came to the decision of keeping this however it is, and I started to repaint on it, keeping it the same illustration. And I am glad to get my painting back to something better. And lastly, I would like to tell you that I named this painting Metamorphosis in 2017, which is also a state of transformation from one state to another. So I don't know how it happened and how I connected them, but it really worked out. So this is how my painting finally looks like, and I am liking this revamped version of my old painting. It is better than before, and I am happy with this for now. Maybe I can revamp it again. So if you want to ask me anything more about this painting, please feel free to comment. And if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button right below. And thank you for watching. See you guys next week.